Country 102 WKZR 848, now 41 degrees. Louie Herron Toyota weekend kickoff with Louie. What's your name? Louie in studio today.
Louie, Louise,
yes.
Lonnie,
Larry.
Louie,
yes.
whatever you want to call me, it doesn't matter.
You can
call me. It's all
Yes,
good.
whatever. Okay. All right. We've talked leasing. We've talked a little bit about pre-owned cars. Still a great time to buy a new car too.
It is. But let me just share something real quick that again, I want to bring some stuff that some people may not realize too. I'm going to hit new cars here in a second, but let me just talk about service. What about year end for service? Got something for you on that. What do you think? Do you think anything on service? There would be some great times for a lot of these service centers, dealerships with service.
That would not have come to my mind.
Not come to mind. Here we go. Tune in, pen and paper. Don't think it, but ink it. And you write this down, even though you're driving, so you shouldn't probably. But what I want you to do is really think it. If you thought about, look, I'm not buying a car. It's year end. I hear all the frenzy, and I got all that. That's great, but really, I want to keep my car. I want to go through another 6 months, whatever. If you've been holding off on any service. Right now, the thing that happens within dealerships is we do all kind of promotions internally. So there are things going on for the ASMs. Those are the assistant service managers. Those are the individuals that are in the service drive that write up the tickets, that first meet and greet the guests as they come through, isolate what's going on with the car, figure out exactly what the issues may be. A lot of times we give deals to consumers of what the price points are. But service is trying to close their month out strong, just like sales. They get caught up in the same thing. So they're more apt to maybe work with you, okay, this time of year. And in addition, I would say the dealership side. I can't speak for independents, but we have a parts department. And in the parts department, we have inventory. And we do a reconciliation of inventory, appreciation or depreciation at the end of every single year. That could be good or bad. Do things normally appreciate or depreciate in value? Obviously, you know the answer in the car business. Things are depreciating. Okay, mm-hmm. Items are cheaper. They're 60 cents, 50 cents, 70 cents on the dollar based on when you bought it, based on if there's something else coming out. Specifically, tires. Different brands of tires come out, new makes of tires, just like cars. They got the newest Michelin out. So the old, fantastic Michelin tire that we had that's still a great tire, that one may be extinct because the new one's going to, be a better tire. Well, we still have this inventory, Randy. So what do we do? If we've paid for this inventory, it's not on consignment. We had to write a check for tires or whatever the case may be. If you're in the market for tires, it's just a great time to ask them, hey, it's the year end. Do you have any deals on tires? Now, you hear the buy three, get one free and all those kind of promotions that go on, but I don't think that people realize that the same advantage you have in sales, you have in service, but you have to ask. All right? So what I'm saying is if you're sitting there and you know that you went to the service department 3 months ago and you were recommended some services, you just can't afford that $600. It's just too much right now. It's Christmas time. You may want to mosey back over there and say, look, I don't know if you guys are pushing for a year end like the sales department does, but I needed to get $500-$600 worth of work. Can you work with me? Can you discount this? Can you do it for $300 or $400? You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised because internally in the store, people, whether it's sales, service, or parts, all have their incentives to remove inventory, or the ASMs have targets they're trying to hit with how many hours that can be sold and labor that can be produced, technicians. I mean, there is so much going on behind the curtain that most people don't know. So we're talking about year-end deals. We're not just talking year-end deals with sales. There's a lot going on with service, specifically tires and parts inventory. If there's parts you need, I'm telling you, we're getting ready to do a reconciliation of parts inventory. And again, go back to the used cars. There's write-downs. Would I rather get rid of this part or write it down to what it's worth? I'd rather get rid of this part to a consumer, get it off my shelf, stock something that's worth the money that I don't have to worry about writing down, and move forward in 2014.
Okay, we mentioned new cars. 2014s are out, but is there still a 2013 that's new that you probably want to move off before the end of the year? Any of that?
All of them.
Okay.
Yeah, I wish I could tell you yes right now. Any 2013 Camry, you're going to move. But I will say this. There are certain incentives on 13 models that are higher than others.
Okay.
So what I would do is go to theautoschool.com, theautoschool.com. If you go on that website, go to the incentives, you can click and you can actually find out Don't be in mystery. You can actually find out what are the incentives. I mean, is it $2,500 rebate? Is it $4,000 rebate? Is it $1,500? You may think I don't think I can afford a Camry. I may want to consider a Corolla. But when you find out Camry may have $4,000 rebate and Corolla only has $1,500, that gap of $2,500 could make the difference in the deal because it may represent $25 in monthly payment. You may say, well, shoot, this is a year end. I'll take advantage. I'll go ahead and get the bigger car, the nicer car, the flagship car versus settle for a Corolla. I'm going to go ahead and get the Camry.
Louie, Herron Toyota weekend kickoff, 42 degrees.